Hi, it's autumn, so I'm wearing a jacket. It's cold. I'd put on the heater, but it's right there, so it's like, it just become noisy. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to a deluxe edition steel case, whatever the fuck I've called it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my two and only current deluxe edition versions of my Blu-rays. Arguably, I might have more deluxe editions up there. I don't really know what I would call as deluxe editions. I'm just calling it deluxe because it makes it sound fancier. These are two recent purchases that I got that if you saw my today in May or whatever I did, the quarantine mail video, I showcased right at the very end. I didn't display them in full detail because I wanted to leave it for this video. So this video is the one where I display it fully. Now I'm going to stop talking fast and get into it. For the record, we have the EverythingBlu exclusive of... This is the steel case deluxe packaging for Shaun of the Dead. So I'll be showing that one first. And then I will be showing what I just discovered to be the HMV exclusive that wasn't the steel case version because they released a steel case version, a lot of steel case versions, and then they released this version, which you can still actually get. This is the Blade Runner 2049 version. I had to get on eBay because they wouldn't... HMV don't ship outside of the UK, which sucks. Otherwise, I could have gotten this a hell of a lot cheaper. But of course, that wasn't going to happen. So yeah, actually, maybe I wouldn't have. It's hard to say. Either way, this is what I'm going to be playing second because there's a lot more to it. So let's get into the first big boy. We have Shaun of the Dead. I love and adore this film. If you've seen my top 10 favorite films of all time video, which I released a few weeks or maybe a month ago, this is in it. Somewhere. Maybe it's number one. No, it's not number one. Blade Runner is number one. Anyway, this one, they had a sale. EverythingBlu had a sale in like April of 2020. And they had the Cornetto trilogy. This, of course, including Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and The World's End. All for like 30% off or something. They had a big sale on it. So EverythingBlu has a thing where they have a box which comes with two versions of both of these. The two versions are either this version, which this is the embossed, debossed version. I call it Lumpy Bumpy, so, I'm just touching the microphone right now. Sorry about that. I call it Lumpy Bumpy because, of course, it is lumpy and it is bumpy. Also, it's shiny and reflective and nice and it's beautiful. Look at that shine. Look, wait for it. Oh, whoa, look, shiny. Anyway, so this just stood out to me as the perfect addition to get. Of course, you've got red on you. Again, still deboss. I think deboss is the one where it pops out. I don't know. It pops out. Lumpy Bumpy. That's why it's easy for me to remember, right? Jesus. Even the side is the same. It's gorgeous. And so I would have gotten... Because there's this version, and there's also the lenticular, which is the theatrical poster, which of course you go like that and it moves. I'm not a big fan of lenticulars. Look, they look great most of the time, if they're effectively done. I'm just not a big fan of lenticulars. So to see this instead, I'm like, now that's what I call worth it. Of course, you can't get the double set anymore. That one sold out ages ago, so I couldn't get both in one pack, otherwise... I don't know if I would have. This was $50 Australian, so I think this was like enough for me, I wanted a steel case. They had this, which of course comes with, outside of, the beautiful packaging, comes with the steel case with, again, Lumpy Bumpy. Beautifully, just, oh my god, I love this so much. It is incredible. And of course, the classic look on the back, which I also really like. And the red little spine. Wow. Not any deboss or emboss there, it's just a regular design. And they also have, of course, I think the sale ended ages ago, but they, definitely by the time this video comes out, they had Hot Fuzz 2 editions of that and World's End 2 editions, as well as they still had the big boxes for both of them. I didn't consider buying them. Like, I did. I looked at them, I'm like, I really love Shaun of the Dead, and it's the only one that I can find an excuse for buying because I love it so much, and I've always wanted a steel case and at least a deluxe edition or whatever the crap. And then seeing the other two, I'm pretty happy with what I already have. I'll show you what I have, just for the record. Gotta find my Edgar Wright collection, and here it is. Now, of course, if I could have found the special edition of Scott Pilgrim vs. the Wild, I would have done that too. But of course, these ones are all pretty much the same in principle. You know, you've got your regular Blu-ray underneath a really nice slipcover. The only exclusion being this, because they decided to release it without a slipcover, and so they just did the limited edition comic art on the cover instead, which is annoying. But of course, you got Hot Fuzz, which again has its nice edition look, which is very similar, to be honest, compared to the, you know, at least Scott Pilgrim is different. But then, of course, you've got Shaun of the Dead, which I also still think is gorgeous. But then you take it out, and it's still, yeah, it's still pretty much the same idea. I think the only real difference is maybe just Scott Pilgrim vs. the Wild is the only real different one. But, like, look, I have them all, and they look quite nice together. Of course, Wild's End is still the odd goose out. But that's just how it goes. And, of course, they're all downstairs in my Edgar Wright collection. I say downstairs because it's at the bottom, with W for Wright. Anyway, this one I will actually be planting with the Blade Runner 1 on little stands eventually. Probably put them on the piano back there or something. I don't know, I'll find a spot for them so I can display them. Now, what's on the inside, you might be asking? So the Blu-ray is the same in terms of quality and everything. They haven't remastered the Blu-ray. They did a 4K remaster, but I'm not going to get it. So, of course, same old disc. But then you've got a bunch of stuff on the inside. Now, of course, first and foremost, there's the edition version. So each of these come with a little card, which just, you know, says the movie on the back. This is the 4E electric version. This is, of course, Shaun's badge. So if I was to cosplay as Shaun, I could use this. I don't think I would, because this is actually a special edition version. It even says EEF001. I don't know what exactly that means in regards to what the letters mean, but see, it is, of course, Shaun of the Dead, so it's obviously whatever film it is. Then you've got SOTD, so Shaun of the Dead. 1,354 out of 2,000. That's what that baby looks like. If it'll focus on that instead. There we go. Sorry about the viewfinder. See? Beautiful. Wow. And so that is, of course, a really key thing. It's a little sticky because the booklet came with a... maybe I still have it underneath. No? Probably not. Okay, I think I got rid of it. It came... No, it's in... It came with this, of course, the little slip that usually... The J card that usually stays pegged around. I don't like J cards. They're annoying. They're so annoying. But anyway, once you get rid of the J card, and of course the little card that comes on it, the Shaun card, you've got little cards which are of focus on the card. You've done camera. All right, I'm going to step away from the camera. Boom. Card number 1, Shaun of the Dead. It comes with actually a whole collection of them. Let me just get them out for you, because this is getting like, this is like a painter just a waiter holding your food and then showing you them individually. Hi, how's it going? So you got, of course, Shaun and the gang, Ed, David, I think that's his name, yeah. Shaun again, as I showed you before. Oh my god, look at Shaun! And then you got some riggedy-raggedy zombies. Wow! And these are like playing cards. Now, each set, they're not actually playing cards, but they're stapled as that, you know. They're not, you can't actually really play with them, though. Technically, they're trading cards. So, of course, you take out the big little ones, and you got them too. And I think you've got Elizabeth on the back as well. But, of course, I don't need to take out the disc. I don't know if I'm even going to watch the disc on this version. This one's just a collector's sake for collector's sake. And then, of course, you've got these two little mini posters. You've got, of course, Ed and Shaun with the big Shaun of the Dead name on the back. And all of them as a troop pretending to be zombies. Which is very fun, and I love it. Iconic right there. So, yeah, look, ultimately this film it's gorgeous. And to get it in this steel case edition is just beautiful in my mind. I'm very happy to own it. I didn't have to spend too much money on it, which was like very much a nice thing. And I don't even need it to watch, you know. I'll probably stick to the Blu-ray version I already have, because I just like owning it. Now, this is probably one of the real fundamentals about steel cases and even just collector's editions in general. Would I watch this version of the Blu-ray if it was the only one I had? Yes. Now, this is a pretty simple in terms of design. You got your hardcover, you got your steel case, you got your extra stuff, you got your playing cards, and you got that kind of stuff. The other version of the lenticular has the same kind of deal. Has a designed package, has the same steel case and disc and interior artwork. I believe it has the same kind of interior artwork. You'd expect it. They usually do. The steel cases usually have the same interior and exterior artwork. But it has different art cards, and of course it has a different little, like mine had for the Shaun's badge one, that one has a different version, a different look, so it makes it exclusive for that release, which makes it more interesting. But of course it has different art cards inside, two different bigger, postcard looking things, and other different playing trading cards. So there's at least that different aspect. You can get a different look to the packaging, you can get a different look to the special little ingredients inside, which is also the benefit of getting the big one-click double box. The one-click being pretty much the idea is that it's one click. You're like, it's the only one I'm going to buy because it has both of them instead of adding them both to the cart separately and whatever. This is one click, gives you one big box which has both of them inside. Pretty simple and easy to get. And that's what most people do. Look, I'm very new to buying these kind of Blu-rays, and holy shit have I gone through a lot of different websites looking at all the different ones. And it's incredible the amount of stuff you can get. And a lot of them, there's one that's in Czech Republic or something that is just incredible in terms of the amount of stuff. Like, there are so many specific stores in different, mostly European countries, that have such special edition sets. Now, of course, you could have something like Criterion and, Arrow Video, but most of their sets are very much still the same in concept. You never get a steel case, you never get a 4K UHD, you usually, like my Godzilla one is usually, that's the most extravagant of all those sets that I have, with something like, my American Wolf and London set from Arrow Video being something like that. It's the same kind of thing like this, a hard, sturdy box. It's a bit thicker because, of course, it fits in a booklet as well. I don't think it has a poster. It might. I think it has a poster. But, of course, it just comes with the regular Blu-ray case with reversible sleeve and, of course, the 4K remaster on regular Blu-ray disc. So you have stuff like that. They're kind of like the basic versions of collector's editions, but also more quality editions of Blu-rays and steel cases and films in general. But then, of course, you've got something like this, which may just be the regular standard Blu-ray or DVD or whatever. Like, take, for example, the Blade Runner box set, which is like, it's a case that has every version of Blade Runner in it, except for, of course, the Blu-ray in 4K. I don't think it has Blu-ray, at least I don't think they released a Blu-ray edition. They released a 5-disc DVD edition, came with every version of the film that had been made for Blade Runner, the original, and put into one box. And it is quite a nice design. I'm never going to get my hands on it because that thing's expensive as hell. Because that's the thing, they're limited edition, they go for a lot of money. And of course, someone like me who wasn't, searching up Blu-ray exclusive editions or DVD exclusive editions of movies back when I was, 10 years old in the early 2000s when the internet came about, I didn't get that stuff. So being able to choose what exactly I think is worthwhile for me to get is something exceptional. Now, I've always wanted a steel case for the next film, Blade Runner 2049, but of course I chose, instead of spending an extra $60 I chose the one I got for one particular reason. It came with a fucking poster. I know I could print my own poster up, but it came with a poster. So this is Shaun of the Dead. Beautiful, 100%, I love the design. EverythingBlu did an amazing design for the cover, and I love it, and I can't wait to have it displayed. I'm just going to note right now, yes, I'm going to take this stuff out of its plastic. I mean, it's already been taken out of its plastic, to be completely fair. I just got this one today. But I don't see the quality of buying a film and then, in a deluxe edition and not taking out its plastic. I've seen this on Reddit quite often, where someone especially had the, I think it was the Dark Knight trilogy, and they had this, one-click deluxe edition of, each of the films, and they're like, it's so beautiful, I'm never going to take it out of its plastic. And I'm like, okay, look, you do you, whatever. I'm not going to criticize you, but at the same time, from my perspective, it seems like a waste. You know, you spent however much money on it. Maybe you've bought it secondhand because, you know, not secondhand, but like someone else has bought it from the original store and then they're selling it on eBay for a lot more pricey stuff, and you've bought it from there. It's still in its original plastic, but, you know, of course you didn't buy it from its original release. But maybe you did buy it from its original release, but it's like, like, this is like, especially the Dark Knight ones, you know, why not take them out, you know? That's the whole point. The whole point is to look at how beautiful it is. And that's what someone did, because, like, this guy, another person had commented saying, alright, well, I actually have the same editions, but I've taken mine out of their plastic because I think they look much better out of their plastic. I'm going to send you some pictures, and they posted them in the chat to show this person what they look like. Kind of as an argument to be like, hey, it doesn't hurt to take them out because they look even better, but also, it doesn't matter. You can save these pictures, and then at least you'll be able to show them to people, oh, this is my wrapped in plastic set of this deluxe edition of this film. Here's a picture of what it looks like on the inside. Of course, you might still have the person being like, what the hell? We're on a Tinder date. Why the hell are you showing me your goddamn deluxe edition of something that I could potentially steal if this is a one-night stand? You know, that kind of deal. But still, more or less the point is, dude, take out the plastic. And so, of course, I took this one out of its plastic. I have this film, again, twice. Where the frackin' doodles? I have it once on Blu-ray. I bought this when it first came out. This was the JB exclusive edition because it came with the bonus disc. And it came with the kind of limited edition artwork as well, because this is artwork that you can rarely get on Australian releases. Even on the regular Australian Blu-ray, it doesn't even look like this. At least I don't think it does. And then if I jump down to Villeneuve, because I have Blade Runner 2040, Blade Runner on 4K, the final cut up here, with Blade Runner 2049 on Blu-ray. If I go down here, I have my second edition. Again, this is the regular theatrical poster. This just comes with the 4K and the Blu-ray and the ultraviolet, same as the one at the top. But that one didn't come. This one comes, of course, just the regular stuff. It doesn't come with that extra bonus disc. So I bought this because I didn't have a 4K at the time. But I love that I had the extra bonus disc. Now there's the set that I have right here, which is already debatable. Dude, you have this film 3 times over. Which one are you going to watch? To be fair, I've watched the Blu-ray up there because I watched that when I first got it. And I've watched the 4K twice now on my regular version. I think I'm only going to watch that regular version because, again, this version, this beautiful version from HMV, comes with the 4K that I already have, the Blu-ray that I already have, and the bonus disc that I already have in that packet up there. Plus 5 art cards in the booklet. It doesn't even say the poster, how dare it. And, you know, this is just the regular backing, which is still quite nice. You know, it even says new, all this stuff. Actually, shit. Is that? No, it couldn't be. Oh my god. Well, that's To Be Human, so that's already there. So this version's bonus disc has To Be Human, so there's this. This has Fight for the Future, the action of the film, same as this, and Dressing the Skin, as well as To Become One, which are also on here. But this one also has new features like The Return of Deckard and Denis Villeneuve. No idea how to pronounce his surname. From fan to filmmaker. So it actually has arguably more than this at least lists. So I think I just got more special features that I didn't already have. Holy shit. It even says new on it, which is just like, oh my god, what? I think I just got exclusive edition stuff that I haven't even got before. And I just thought that I was getting this for the packaging. What? Yes, I bought this for the packaging. Take it out of its beautiful card. I love these ones because they actually fucking fit. You know, it's not glued on or sticky taped on. You can slide it in, which of course is beautiful. So it comes with the same design, which again, I love that the copy, you know, the front and the front. That's the one thing I really like about J-Card still, most of the time. The Ghostbusters one I got the other day did not. And then you got this beautiful back. And you got the side, which is interesting as up the top there, but it's probably because you get the J-Card thing that wraps around, so you'd have that there if you want to still have the J-Card around, which is fair enough, to be honest, because it does take up quite a lot of space. Now, there's no lumpy bumpy features or whatever, but you take it out. Okay, let's start. Number 1, the booklet. This is the exclusive booklet that it comes with. To be fair, I'm a big Blade Runner 2049 fan. I have 3 of the pop vinyls. That's notable. I have the little spinner as well. That's pretty cool. If you want me to do a Blade Runner collection video, I will. And I have the big 2049 book, The Art and Soul of, which you can see in my film book collection. But of course, this comes with this little booklet, which already has a beautiful cover design and a beautiful back cover, which is amazing. Very simple, but very nicely designed. It has quotes and, just little discussions about the films with shots and whatever from the film. It has some big page spreads like that. And even all of them have all this color going throughout it. Like, this goes from red to, red to orange to kind of a weird rainbow blue and yellow color. And it just does that throughout the whole entire book. And it's just gorgeous. It is absolutely amazing. And look, this is probably stuff that I still have written down in, of course, the big Art and Soul book. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to open this one instead, because that book is fucking huge. Pardon my fandango, my language, because let's be honest, it is huge. So, of course, then we've got secondary. Boom. Wow. One of the beautiful shots that has my viewfinder in it now. Sorry about that. But, look at that. That, of course, is very... I would say it's an iconic scene. Joy can now walk around by herself, and she goes in the rain, and she's a hologram. And of course, on the inside, you have your 3 different discs, and they even press out. You press them in to pump them out, which is really interesting. Of course, outside of this one, which you take out like an old disc, and it just has Agent K with his spinner behind there, which that is actually the cover of one of the steel cases anyway. So that is just remarkable. It's slim too, which I like. It's a slim little pack. Because it doesn't need to be any bigger than it actually is, because it's not fitting anything more. The rest of what it fits is for the box to decide. This is one of the reasons I pretty much was like, I'm buying this. This is the second reason I bought this. The first reason is the poster, which we'll get to last. One of my favourite artists right now is Matt Ferguson. You've probably heard of him. He's on Twitter. He is amazing. And so this came with a whole bunch of postcards, all designed by Matt Ferguson, of iconic scenes. This one's called Las Vegas. Of course, you got that beautiful, simple design. You got the postcard aspect, so you can still write on it. But it even has on the top corner there, if it'll focus, it says, Las Vegas, so it has its title, but it also has the horse. Because each of them have their own thing. You've got this scene which is called Protein Farm, because it's this is the location and stuff. But if you look at the back there, it still has the number scratched into it, the date scratched into it, which I think is really cool. They've all got their unique design. So this is, of course, Joy, the big ad, which is also one of my favorite. This is my favorite scene from the movie. So just to have this as a little art card is beautiful. And of course, it comes with that little backing to it. Then you've got Deckard, which is also quite nice still. Deckard in his beautiful Las Vegas location. And you've got the shot glass, which of course you can get the ultimate Japanese edition, I think it was, or Chinese edition, which comes with the gun replica. And I think it was Agent K's gun, maybe it was Deckard's gun. And it comes with shot glasses. I'm not a drinker, so I don't mind not having the glasses. And as much as I'd love to have the gun, I don't really mind at the same time. And then, of course, you've got LA Rooftops, which is, of course, the scene that you've got already on the packaging. And it comes with that little design, of course, because it has the Japanese characters. I think they're Japanese characters. I'd assume they would be. I think most of them in this franchise is Japanese. And then, lucky last, the real beauty, the one-sided, which I'm okay with. Sometimes posters come with essays, sometimes they come with a second side being either an essay again or a alternative poster. This is the poster, which of course is just the design for the actual Blu-ray, but the actual box set, but at the same time it is gorgeous. It's a small size, which I love. Hell, I might get it framed one day. For now, I'm going to keep it with its respective case, just for that factor of keeping it with the case, because I'm already going to display this case, so it already has the look. When I get my own place, and I get my own theatre room, I'm framing this baby. And that's it. That's the whole shebang. Look, this is a beautiful collection, and ultimately my favorite film. So to have it in such a amazing design is just, look, I'm really happy about this. If you want to see my Blade Runner collection, I will be maybe making a video of it very soon. It's the only other real thing that I have a great deal of stuff for a collection of. But for the most part, I feel like I just showed off most of it in this video. So, it's, yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, look, deluxe editions are and can be gorgeous. Whether they're deluxe steel cases in packaging, just like the Shaun of the Dead one, or they're something like this, which is its own digibook pack, which is also, I think digibooks are sometimes more fun than steel cases. Yeah, so look, it's up to you as the consumer. Which one do you prefer the art of? Which one do you prefer the design of? There are multiple different sites that even showcase what you can get months in advance to be like, hey, this will be coming out for pre-order in a month's time. These are the different versions that we're releasing. The big one box version, which has everything, or you can get these two different alternative versions, you know, or you can get the Ultimate Deluxe Edition, which comes with all this extra stuff. Sometimes it's screenshots and screen grabs, like from the films, as little art cards and stuff. Sometimes it's something more unique, like Matt Ferguson, where they've actually designed it all, which is incredible. I love when they actually get an artist to come and design it, because as much as I love seeing shots of the film, why would I need them on tiny little cards when I have a giant fucking TV? You know, so that's why I just love this set. And honestly, Matt Ferguson, I love your artwork. So it just is an honor to actually own some of it, and to own it as a part of my favorite film. I'm not going to cry, you are. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have collector's editions that you'd like to show off, make your own video, I guess, because you can't really post that in the comments. But still, so yeah, thanks for watching so much, and I'll see you in the next video. I have a bunch more videos coming out for all kinds of things, reviews of films, deluxe edition package, not deluxe, but like unboxings and shit, or whatever the hell. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Adios.